So I'm Richard Crowley with Park Bench, and I'm sitting here with Mr. Greg Vaughn of Media Leaf, who runs a great business here in Cape Girardeau, and we're here today to find out a little bit more about him and his business and see how he can help you. So, how you doing, Greg?
Good.
Good. Nice to meet you.
Good. Thanks for coming and chatting with me today.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. So, as I said, we just want to let the community know a little bit more about you and what your business does, and any exciting things that you may have coming up that you want the community to know about.
Perfect. I'm happy to talk about it.
Perfect. So, again, what is Media Leaf?
Primarily, we're a marketing and content company that deals with the digital world, that deals with navigating the digital waters. We specialize in social media content, shoot a lot of video, do audio and things like that to try to get small businesses, medium-sized businesses, and organizations like nonprofits in front of people.
Yeah. No, that's great. A lot of people really struggle with social media and not really sure how to do it and need some help navigating the waters. So it's great that you're providing that service. And I understand you've been around for a few years now, right?
Yes, Media Leaf started in 2018, so we're about 4.5 years old. I come from a consumer electronics background. I did that for about 25 years. And I was always tasked with being in charge of marketing for the various companies that I worked for. So marketing kind of became a hobby for me, as did getting into social media. I was a social media nerd before social media was really a thing. So I have a background in things that were marketing related, even though that wasn't my field of choice. So when it come time for me to find a different career path, because with the with the technology changing, the need for what I did for all those years just really didn't exist anymore. So a little bit about things that I've done in the past. I built my first e-commerce website back in 1997, which has been a long time ago. I had my first podcast that was on iTunes back in 2007. And then I did my first Facebook video advertisement back in 2008. So I'm not a spring chicken to this.
And I met you through the Cape Chamber, and we've known each other about 4 years or so, and I didn't have a clue that you do all the things that you do. I just figured you were social media. I shouldn't say just, because that's tough enough as it is.
Right.
But then you add all these other things on. I think the public doesn't really understand everything that you can or do offer and can help them with. I know at one point you told me, there's this company where you throw all your tapes in a box and you mail it off and you hope you get it back to transfer it to DVDs and things of that nature. I understand that you do that type of
yes,
work as well.
I do digital archiving for audio and video, and that's a good point. There are companies that do this where you put your old VHS tapes that are 35 years old in a box and you mail them across the country. And I think that we can all agree that the Postal Service and some of the other couriers that are out there are always not the most reliable on getting stuff to and from you. So those are memories that you only have one single copy of, and if they're gone, they're gone.
A lot of people think, well, I have it on this media, it will be preserved there forever. It will not, right?
No.
I mean,
most of these tapes that I get, people have not kept stuff in a climate-controlled vault. It's been in a cardboard box that's moldy in their damn garage, and a lot of times these tapes have one play left.
Yeah.
You're only going to get one chance to run it through the machine, and that's it. It'll be gone forever.
Yeah.
So it's a good idea to get that stuff archived.
Yeah, excellent. No, that's a great thing that you're offering, and I'm sure there's other things like that too. Or what else would you like the community to know?
We do event production too, and event production can be as simple as having music, which is like a DJ service where we come to provide music for your event. We can provide audio video presentation. We can do a two-way Zoom call for your event with someone across the country or across the world to bring them in. And then we can record all that, and people that aren't there can watch it online.
In your opinion, why should people shop local? I mean, there are so many businesses in Cape Girardeau that a lot of people don't know, and that's one thing I'm trying to do is help them understand what's out there. So in your opinion, why come to you instead of some bigger place up in St. Louis or something?
Well, as someone that's very involved in the local chambers, an ambassador for the chamber, local and small are two things that are very near and dear to my heart. Whether it's my business personally or whether it's somebody else that's a mom and pop shop here in town. But the main reason for my business why you should keep things local is because I really have a pulse on what's going on right here in this community, what's going on in our Cape Girardeau region.
Yeah.
And when you're creating advertising, when you're creating content for your business or organization, you want to be relevant. You want to be in the moment. You want to be human.
Yeah.
And a lot of that content made by these big companies that are not local, they can't give you that.
So I appreciate the time we've had. Is there any other things you'd want to share with the community before we let you get back to creating wonderful things?
Well, thanks for stopping by and talking with me today. I would like for people to know that Media Leaf is a little bit different than some of our bigger competitors. And we do focus on social media. There are times that you need print advertising. There are times that you need radio advertising. There are times that you need TV advertising. But social media advertising is an incredible value. It's a lot less expensive than what I call traditional media. And you're gonna reach a lot of people. Facebook alone has well over 2 billion, that's with a B, active users each month. When you are standing in line at Target and you're waiting, what do? You pick up your phone and you start scrolling.
Yeah.
You're not listening to a local radio station. You're not watching a local TV station. You're looking at social media.
Right.
So that's where people are, and that's where you should be as a business owner or as the leader of a nonprofit, so to speak.
Yeah, I totally agree, Greg, and I really appreciate the time. And one last question, but what is the best way for someone to call you? Is it to call you, shoot you an email?
Believe it or not, my main number, if you send a text message to that, that is the quickest way to get me to respond.
Excellent. I know your number will be posted on the website, but just a quick reminder, what is your cell phone number they need?
573-576-9108 is my direct line.
All right. Excellent. Reach out to Greg. He can help you in many different ways, much more than just social media. And he's a good guy. I know him. He's here to help you. Thanks a lot, Greg.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Take care.